One of the things that we're celebrating in Spartan Sagas and our Spartan Will campaign is the way in which Spartans around the globe are engaged in working on the wicked problems that face our society. That really is our land-grant heritage. And there's a special way that Michigan State University works with others on those problems. It's not about simply finding things on campus and transposing them to someplace else. It really is about a genuine commitment to working with people, our stakeholders, wherever they are. Rural Michigan, rural Africa, the major urban centers in Michigan and around the world, to say what can we do together to first define the problem, and then how can we bring our collective assets to bear on making that simply a little bit better each day. We know that it's very hard to find the single solution to these wicked problems, but working together with our stakeholders, we can make enormous progress. And that really is the tradition and history of Michigan State University. By 2050, the planet will grow to almost 9 billion people. 70% of those will be in urban population centers. And we're going to have to grow food for those individuals on less land with less energy. This is one of the wicked problems that Michigan State University is working on. We see it as an avenue for great prosperity for the state of Michigan, given our agricultural heritage, but also very interesting issues for us as a university to think about the rural-urban interface, as well as the way in which the global supply chain for food will evolve in the next 30, 40 years. One of the most visible symbols of the university's outreach and engagement program is MSU Extension. MSU Extension has undergone a number of changes recently to better meet the needs of the people of Michigan. Like all of us, we have to make changes. And one of the major changes was to reduce the amount of administration in the Extension service in order that we would have more resources to put on programs essential for prosperity in the state. We reorganized the work of Extension into 4 institutes. The idea of the institutes was to have areas of programmatic focus, but also have better ways to connect faculty who are not paid by Extension to the work of Extension so that we can multiply the impact of Michigan State University on the problems facing Michigan. One of the changes that we've made with Extension is to better connect through one of the institutes, the College of Education, with the work of communities. The College of Education is nationally, internationally known for the quality of its elementary and secondary programs. Those are critical as a basis for our outreach and engagement. The College of Education already has an extensive network of connections around the state through its Policy Institute and with the College of Natural Science, its new Institute for Science and Math Education. So we have the capacity through the College of Education to bring leading edge research into what the communities need to be asking for from their K-12 system. If one thinks about the engagement of Michigan State University across the state, the engagement in youth and youth programming is really critical. Community development activities. But also that encompasses medicine and music. Music being an important component in challenging the creative spirit of individuals. So the community music program and its work, particularly in Detroit, provides a great example of how we spark that imagination and creativity in youth. Along with that, the colleges of human medicine and osteopathic medicine have strong engagement around the state. Together, we sponsor more residency programs than any other university in the state. The expansion of the College of Human Medicine, the expansion of the College of Osteopathic Medicine will permit Michigan to have extraordinarily well-educated physicians who are tied into this genomic medicine, but are also concerned about public health and the way in which our communities will evolve, particularly during these very difficult economic times. A day doesn't go by when you don't hear the word global, that we are a global society, the global connections that we must be able to manage effectively in order to promote prosperity. One of the ways in which that happens is to assure that our students are globally connected, both by their experiences on the campus as one of the top 10 institutions with international students right here, the extensive partnerships we have with international universities that bring scholars to Michigan State University in a variety of disciplines and professions, but also the way in which we send our students out to the world to experience the world as others experience it. Obviously, Michigan State University is known for its study abroad program, but the work of our faculty and staff is equally important. Over 1,400 faculty and staff are actively engaged in international projects and activities. Over the last 5 years, we've brought in more than $200 million of sponsored research in order to support these activities. Education, nutrition, health, food security obviously dominate those resources, but they support a number of other activities. If you scan the newspaper on any given day and think about the issues affecting the global economy and the economy of Michigan and the United States, there are certain countries that obviously come to the forefront, and those are called the BRIC countries. One of our clear mandates is to be sure that we better understand those economies and their effect on America and the prosperity in Michigan through work in those countries by our students and our faculty, through understanding what's actually happening in those countries through firsthand experience, and through partnerships. We believe that we can find ways to impact positively prosperity in Michigan and in the United States. There are many ideas in the university that can influence and change jobs in Michigan and in America. We've reorganized our tech transfer office, MSU Technologies, in order to be much more accessible in making sure that people understand the technologies that we have available. We've opened a new office called Business Connect that's a portal to Michigan State Universities for companies that want to work with us in order to improve their products, their processes, that they might then be more prosperous and create more jobs. We've worked with the University of Michigan and Wayne State through the University Research Corridor in order to develop more common templates for intellectual property as a way of company support and company attraction. If you think about entrepreneurship, it really is a grassroots movement. It's a way in which people think, a way in which they're brave enough to put their ideas into a business plan and to sell that business plan to others. We have many student groups that are actively involved in entrepreneurial activities. We also have groups within the greater Lansing area that have now become very excited about entrepreneurial activities. Young, Smart, and Global is one of those movements, along with Gumball, and the list sort of goes on and on. 10 years ago, this would be viewed as an isolated part of the Michigan State University culture. Now it's at the forefront. 10 years from now, I think it'll be viewed as a defining part of Michigan State University and its culture and the culture of this community, of this state.